All right, so the backwards drag is going to be an exercise that basically anybody could do. We do these a lot in here. Everybody that comes to our gym probably does backwards drags. It's in a lot of our warm-ups. But the thing about it is, it's great for people, especially if you've banged up knees. If you're a little older, your knees are banged up. If you're an athlete, soccer, basketball, where you're getting some knee pain, and it's probably your tendon in your knee, and your tendons don't get the blood flow that your muscle tissues get. So it's important to do things for high reps and keep something like a backwards sled or some type of shortened range of motion, just to get a lot of blood flow in there, hundreds of reps. So basically when you're doing sled drags, we'll be taking hundreds of steps. So if you think about it, if you can walk, you could drag a sled backwards. Now, you don't have to take a huge step. The bigger the step backwards, and I'll demonstrate that in a second, the bigger the step you take backwards, the harder it's going to get, and it's going to be harder on your knee. So the smaller step makes it a little easier, and then you're basically just walking backwards. Very simple. It's also, if you look at my knee here quick, this muscle, you're working this muscle on the inside of the knee, this teardrop. Is also called the vastus medialis. This is responsible for a lot of the stabilization of the knee. So it's important to have those be really strong, especially for athletes that are jumping, cutting, sprinting, when your knees are going past your toe. So this just is going to help stabilize the knee, and it's going to help keep your knees healthy. And let me get in on here. Now, all I'm going to do is walk backwards. It's very simple. It's going to go around my waist. You could hold the things like this, but I'm going to just, from here, all I'm going to do is I'm going to walk backwards. I'll start with small steps, and I'll take bigger steps as I go. So smaller steps just be like this, going backwards. Now you can make it harder by getting lower and by taking bigger steps back. Okay, small steps, big steps. So again, if you're at cranky knees, you might not be able to take a big step back onto your toe, because the further your knee goes in front of your toe, the further that knee goes out in front of the toe, the more you're going to feel that in your knee. So if you have cranky knees, you just take small steps and go backwards, and eventually you'll be able to take bigger and bigger steps and get a little bit more out of it.